What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? BigZuuy here, and today we're going to be going over how to get a gaming channel noticed on YouTube on 2015. Now, if you have been doing YouTube for a while, you will know that it is very, insanely hard to get your channel noticed whenever you're at 0 subscribers, but you have to remember, every YouTuber once was at 0 subscribers, so if they can do it, you can do it, and that's basically how I looked at it. But today we're going to be looking at 4 main topics on this video, and they are correct/incorrect ways to get noticed, collaborate with YouTubers that are the same size as you, the equipment that you will need, and how to be unique in YouTube. So the first topic is correct/incorrect ways to get noticed. Now, what I mean by incorrect is spamming and advertising. I don't know, some people will call me a hypocrite for this, because on my old channel, which was Zedler, whenever I was at 0 subscribers, I used to do this. And if you don't know what spamming is, it's basically where a channel that is decently good in size, or either 0, he goes over to small channels and he's like, hey, wow, nice video, dude, I really liked it. Why don't you come subscribe to my channel, because I post similar content or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And they basically just overtake, they take advantage of smaller channels that think that they're actually getting support, but then the channel that's spamming them will never watch one of their videos again. Now, the reason that this is incorrect is because you will get very many inactive subscribers. Maybe you'll get 2 or 3 out of 100 that are active, and that's just, really, honestly, what's the point in doing YouTube if you're just not gonna have a community? And that's basically why I just started a new YouTube channel, because I didn't have very many active subscribers. But now I am getting more feedback and positive feedback and everything, which is just going great. But now we're going to talk about the correct ways to get noticed, and one of them is unique thumbnails. You have to get, I'll get into more of this in the equipment sides of things, but you can't just go into YouTube and think that you can just buy a HD PVR and a $12 headset off Amazon and be a YouTuber. You actually have to have HD content. And one of the main things that I really want to talk about is, these days you're competing with so many other channels. I looked and there was 32 million, or no, it was a couple billion YouTube channels, and only, I don't know, a couple million had over 1 million subscribers. So you gotta think, there's other channels out there with better content than you, but you just have to strive to make your channel decently as good as theirs or better, and you have to have HD equipment and make your channel look professional in order to do that. And yeah, you can't go into it with a crappy microphone. I have a blue snowball with a pop filter on it, and I make my audio sound good because of a program that I'm gonna get into later. But that's how I make my microphone HD, and I render in 1080p, and I've started to do 60 frames per second and all kinds of stuff like that. And you just have to make your channel look as professional as possible, and that's a big thing about thumbnails. So I'm gonna move on to the second topic. I know I've been kind of jabbering on with this one, but I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the second topic, which is collaborate with YouTubers that are the same size as your channel. And there's correct ways to do this and incorrect ways. And the correct way is, don't spam them. You say, wow, dude, I post similar content to you, and if you would like to collaborate with me, then here's my Skype, or you give them whatever you want to use to communicate. But you don't you don't mention anything about your channel, go subscribe to my channel. You say that you post similar things in that nature, and you want to collaborate with them, because you don't want it to sound like you're spamming and you ask 100 people to collaborate with you, and they're just another dumb kid that falls into the trap. No, you want it to sound genuine. You want it to sound like you actually want to collaborate with them. And most of the time, I try to collaborate with people my size, and they either, so say you have 0 subscribers, and you are trying to make a living out of doing YouTube, which would be insanely hard at 0 subscribers. I gained 2.5k subs in a year, which really, like, for how small I was, like, and how little knowledge I had about YouTube, that was pretty decent. But you have to think, if you have 0 subscribers and someone with 50 subscribers and you ask them, hey, do you want to collaborate with me? They're more than likely gonna say no or just not respond. And it's not because you're a bad YouTuber, it's just because you're small and they want something out of it too. And I don't know, that's just something bad that I don't really like about much YouTubers these days. Like, I mean, I'll sit there on Skype for an hour talking to my fans that have like 10 subscribers, and I just really don't care. It's just insane to have the experience, like, to talk to people that are actually fans of you, which is really cool. But yeah, that's just one of those things, and you're just gonna have to kind of push through that. So maybe you could kind of do solo videos until you hit about 50 subscribers, and then start asking for collaborations with other, like, higher YouTubers. All right, so the third topic is equipment, and I have an Elgato game capture card that records my Xbox 360. So those are 2 of my hardware that I use to record. And I talked about this previously in the video. I have a blue snowball, and it costs somewhere around, like, I think $50 to $60, which for, like, the quality that you get out of this microphone is just absolutely insane. The Elgato cost me $180. I didn't pay for the Xbox, and then I have my I have a Logitech C920 Facecam. And that's another thing. People look for Facecam in videos. Like, Facecam attracts people to your channel. And I would suggest, if you're going to get a Facecam, to get a Facecam border like I have. Because, I don't know, I think it just looks like a lot smoother on your channel and makes you look more professional, like I talked about previously. But, I mean, also for YouTube, you can't just get a laptop and expect to be a good YouTuber. I mean, you have to have a... most likely, if you're gonna actually be serious about YouTube, you need to get a desktop with at least 1 terabyte hard drive, which is what I have, and it's lasted me for a year and then some. So I mean you don't necessarily have to have a desktop. It's just so much easier, and it makes rendering so much easier and uploading so much easier, and like it saves time. And then I have a desk lamp, and I shine it at my wall, and then it reflects onto my face, and it makes it to where, like, the face cam isn't pixelated. So I mean, that's basically all that you need. You just need HD PVR, and you can find a lot cheaper HD PVRs, but just make sure that it records in at least 720p quality. And you don't want to upload in anything less than 720p, because that is the lowest quality HD, if I'm not mistaken. Right next, I think 420 is the lowest, or like the lowest HD, like, that comes closer. I don't know. But you need a HD PVR that records in 720p, and you need an HD, well, you don't necessarily have to have an HD microphone, but just one that sounds crisp like mine does, and you can probably find one of those for $50. You can have a desk lamp if you're gonna do face cam, and the Logitech C920 webcam cost me, I think, $80 something, 80 or 100, I don't know. But yeah, I did save my money for all of this, and YouTube has just been extremely fun whenever you get actually into the side that you can have a fan base, and that's just insane. But then the last part, which is the 4th topic, is how to be unique. And this, wait, no. Okay, so the last part of the equipment that you will need is an editing software and like Photoshop. I don't have Photoshop. I have Paint.net, which is like a free version of Photoshop, and that's what I make all of my thumbnails in. And I think, like, they look pretty freaking good for a free program. But it did take me a year to learn how to do all of that stuff, but I'm sure that you guys are smarter than I am, and you can figure out how to do pretty cool thumbnails in it. But that was free. And then Sony Vegas, it cost $600, but you know, there is other ways, hint hint, to get the program, hint hint. I'm not saying you should pirate it, but pirate it. So unless you just have $600 in pocket change laying around, which I'm sure if you have $600 in pocket change laying around, then you would already be a pretty famous YouTuber. But yeah, the last part is how to be unique. And how to be unique is you need to find something about yourself that is unique and set yourself apart from other channels, because that's basically what people look for in channels, is something that makes someone unique. And like thumbnails is something that can make you unique. The things you say is something, like whenever I scream out tits in my videos, some people like it, or like cum sauce or whatever I say, I can't really remember. Botched is funny. Just find out something that sets you apart. Like PewDiePie, he's Swedish and he talks in English and everything. But yeah, you just need to find something that sets yourself apart from other YouTubers, whether it be editing, something you say, something you do, what you look like. But yeah, you just need to find something within yourself that sets yourself apart and makes you funny or unique or whatever. But I hope this has actually helped you guys, and it just hasn't been 10 minutes of me mumbling on and you watching crappy Black Ops 2 gameplay that I recorded last night at 5 o'clock. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. A like would be very much appreciated. Also, subscribe if you are new. I've been BigZuuy. Have a very, very nice day.